10,000 years ago, a battle unfolded in the silent depths of the universe. Deep within an ancient underground facility, a massive column of energy still glows faintly. Inside the light, a blurred face appears without a body, without freedom, only a consciousness trapped between space and time. That is Arion. He was once the greatest warrior of the planet Illyrion, the leader of the Galactic Guardians who fought against the forces of darkness. But the final battle changed everything. In that fateful moment, his enemy, the ancient sorceress Malira, unleashed a curse that erased Arion's body from the flow of time. Now he exists as a spirit imprisoned within the energy column, able only to watch the universe without ever touching it. For 10 millennia, Arion has waited, waiting for the day when the darkness would return. And that day has finally arrived. In the depths of space, a group of astronauts accidentally opens a sealed relic on the surface of a moon. A laugh echoes through the darkness as the ancient seal cracks open. A cold voice whispers, "After 10,000 years, I am finally free." Arion's eyes inside the energy column suddenly open. He knows exactly what that means. War has returned. The silence inside the ancient facility is shattered as the energy screens begin to glow once again. Arion looks outward through the force field surrounding him. Even without a physical body, he can still sense the very thing he has feared for 10,000 years. Malira has returned. Long before Earth had civilization, Arion was one of the guardians of Illyrian warriors, tasked with protecting young planets from the destructive forces of the galaxy. Illyrion was an ancient civilization possessing technology and power far beyond that of any other world. And their mission was simple: to keep the darkness from devouring weaker worlds. In that era, the greatest threat in the galaxy was Malira, an ancient sorceress who had gathered vast armies of darkness to conquer entire planets. When Malira set her sights on Earth, a young world with almost no means of defense, Arion led the battle to stop her. The war lasted for years. In the end, Arion succeeded in sealing Malira away on Earth's moon. But that victory came at a terrible cost. In the final moment before being sealed away, Malira cast a curse on Arion, ripping his consciousness out of the flow of time and trapping him in an incomplete state of existence. Since then, Arion has only been able to watch the universe from afar. But now, the seal has been broken. And if Malira returns, Earth will not have much time left. The moment Arion realizes that Malira's seal has been broken, he understands that the waiting of 10,000 years has finally come to an end. He cannot leave the energy column, but that does not mean he is powerless. During the 10 millennia of his imprisonment, Arion has never stopped preparing. Hidden deep beneath the Earth, the Sanctum of Protection has slowly been completed. Ancient defense systems begin activating once again. Inside vast storage chambers, energy battle armor and ancient weapons awaken after thousands of years of dormancy. Arion has spent all his time preparing for the day the darkness would return. And that day is today. But he knows one thing for certain: he cannot fight this battle alone. From within the energy column, Arion sends out secret signals through Earth's energy networks. These signals seek out people with the strongest will. 5 young individuals scattered across different parts of the world suddenly begin hearing the same voice in their minds. A call. A warning. They are drawn toward the Sanctum of Protection without understanding why. When the massive metal doors open and they step into the central chamber, a blue light from the energy column shines down. Arion's face appears before them. His calm voice echoes through the silent chamber. "I am sorry for pulling you into this war, but if you do not rise now, this entire world will fall into darkness." And that is the moment the Guardians of Light are born. The Guardians of Light slowly grow accustomed to their new powers. Under Arion's guidance, they battle the shadow creatures Malira sends to Earth. At first, the encounters are small, scattered monsters, probing attacks meant to test their strength. But Arion knows one thing for certain: Malira never acts without purpose. One day, while chasing a dark army into ancient ruins buried deep beneath the ground, the young warriors uncover a secret hidden for thousands of years. At the center of the ruins stands a massive crystal, radiating a brilliant blue light. The core crystal. Arion falls silent the moment he sees it. He never expected this artifact to still exist. The core crystal was once the ancient power source of Illyrion, a relic capable of generating nearly limitless energy. In the distant past, it had been considered the key to ending the Galactic War. But it had also caused a catastrophe. The young warriors are stunned to learn that long ago Arion himself had proposed using the core crystal to end the war quickly. But before that decision could be carried out, someone else touched the crystal. Arion's mentor and commander, General Zerath. The immense power of the core crystal twisted his body and mind, transforming Illyrion's greatest hero into a ruthless entity. From that moment on, the galaxy knew him by a new name: Zeron, the Lord of Darkness. And if Malira has returned, it means Zeron will soon return as well. The truth about the core crystal casts a heavy shadow over the Sanctum of Protection. The young warriors begin to realize that this war is far greater than they ever imagined. This is not just a battle to protect Earth, it is the continuation of a galactic war that never truly ended. But just as things begin to make sense, a new crisis emerges. An ancient starship suddenly appears in Earth's orbit. From that ship steps Karthos, a warrior of Illyrian, and someone who once fought beside Arion thousands of years ago. The moment Arion sees him, his voice wavers for the first time. Karthos announces that Illyrian has finally discovered that Earth is in danger. He claims the Illyrian Council intends to bring the planet into the Galactic Alliance, offering protection and advanced technology. To the young Guardians it sounds like good news, but Arion feels that something is wrong. In the past, Karthos was a proud warrior, but he had always resented the fact that Arion had been chosen as the next leader. Even so, Arion allows him to enter the Sanctum of Protection. But the moment Karthos steps into the chamber, where Arion's consciousness is held within the energy column, he slowly smiles. A cold, chilling smile. "What a shame," Arion Karthos says. "But this war, we chose the wrong side a long time ago." And in that very moment, every defense system in the facility suddenly shuts down. The moment the defense systems shut down, the Sanctum of Protection falls into darkness. Red warning lights flash across the remaining screens. Before the young warriors can react, Karthos strikes. From his wrist, a blade of energy ignites, slashing directly into the energy column that holds Arion's consciousness. A deafening explosion erupts. The massive pillar of light shakes violently. Streams of electricity burst outward like lightning. Arion's image inside the energy field begins to flicker. "Arion," one of the warriors shouts. But it is already too late. Karthos activates an ancient device attached to his arm, releasing a devastating energy pulse. The energy column shatters into thousands of fragments of light. In the final moment before disappearing, Arion looks toward the young warriors. There is no fear in his eyes, only a quiet sense of regret. And then, he is gone. The Sanctum of Protection falls silent. No more guide. No one left who understands this war better than anyone else. Karthos turns and walks away, his voice echoing coldly. Zeron will arrive soon. And this time, no one will be able to stop him. After Karthos' ship leaves Earth's atmosphere, the warriors stand frozen inside the ruined base. Outside, the sky begins to darken as a fleet of darkness appears in Earth's orbit. Arion is gone. Hope is gone. The war seems to have ended. Before it truly began. The Sanctum of Protection is now nothing more than a shattered ruin. Lights flicker weakly while broken metal and burnt wiring lie scattered across the floor. The young warriors stand in silence, the crushing weight of defeat filling the room. Arion is gone. There is no one left to guide them. Outside, the massive shadows of dark warships begin to blot out the sunlight. But just when everything seems lost, something strange happens. One of the warriors, the youngest among them, suddenly freezes. A warm surge of energy spreads through his body. In his mind, a familiar voice echoes. "Calm. Steady. Arion. Do not let fear blind you," the voice says. The warriors look at one another, unable to believe what is happening. Yet the voice continues. Arion is not dead. When the energy column was destroyed, his consciousness did not vanish. Instead, it was pulled into the astral grid, an ancient network of energy that connects every source of power in the universe. From within it, Arion can still see them. "I can no longer fight in your place," he tells them. But true power was never mine to begin with. In that moment, their battle armor begins to glow brighter than ever before. The energy within them responds to the astral grid. Arion has not disappeared. He has become part of the power they now carry. And for the first time since Arion was imprisoned 10,000 years ago, hope has returned. Energy from the astral grid spreads throughout the Sanctum of Protection. The armor of the Guardians of Light begins shining brighter than ever before. They are no longer fighting simply because Arion told them to. For the first time, they fight with their own belief. High above Earth, the Dark Fleet begins its assault. Massive warships open dozens of energy portals, releasing endless waves of shadow creatures. The final battle has begun. The warriors charge into the battlefield, combining their new powers. Every strike they unleash is now amplified by the astral grid. Just as the battle reaches its most intense moment, a massive surge of energy erupts across the sky. A familiar figure appears. From the power of the astral grid, Arion temporarily reconstructs a physical form using an ancient energy armor. He rises into the sky to face his greatest enemy. Zeron. The former mentor and student clash one final time. After a brutal battle, Zeron is forced to retreat. When the combined power of the warriors becomes overwhelming, the Dark Fleet collapses. Earth is saved. Arion's energy form begins to fade. Before dissolving back into the astral grid, he looks down at the young warriors and says, "Light does not come from power, but from those who choose to protect it." The sky slowly returns to peace, and the Guardians of Light continue their mission not just for Arion but for the entire universe. If you'd like me to write the next part of the story, comment 1.